Manufacturers are submitting for approval, first in the US, and we could have a decision in the US very early next year.
Side effects of lecanemab include brain swelling and bleeding. Severe storms have been tearing across the south all night and into this morning. The Weather Service confirms more than 20 tornadoes, one of them in Lowndes County, Mississippi. Fire Coordinator Neil Austin is dealing with damage to his department there.
Of course, we're going through the insurance process, but right now we've got the trucks located at another safe location where we can assess them better there, and we will start to look at the process of rebuilding.
The system is moving east across Alabama, Georgia, and the Florida Panhandle. So far, no reports of deaths. Stuart Rhodes, leader of the right-wing extremist group, the Oath Keepers, is facing up to 20 years in prison for leading followers in the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Correspondent Naomi Ruckham.
A Washington, D.C. jury found Rhodes and co-defendant Kelly Meggs guilty of plotting to block the peaceful transfer of power back on January 6th, 2021. The charge so rare, Rhodes and Meggs are the first people in nearly 3 decades to be found guilty of seditious conspiracy.
A historic step to protect marriage equality. 12 Senate Republicans joined Democrats to approve legislation guaranteeing federal protection for same-sex and interracial couples. Utah Republican Mike Lee voted against it.
I'm not aware of a single state in the United States threatening to pass any law infringing the ability of any same-sex couples to marry.
The House could vote on the Senate's measure next week. In Guangzhou, China, online videos show riot police in protective gear breaking up violent protests over Xi Jinping's strict COVID lockdowns. Some of the footage shows demonstrators knocking over a testing tent and throwing things at officers. The U.S. lives to play another day at the World Cup in Qatar. Christian Pulisic giving Team USA a 1-0 victory over Iran on Fox, but injuring his abdomen in the process. Pulisic promises he'll be ready to play again in Saturday's match against the Netherlands. S&P futures are up 9. This is CBS News.
Dell's Cyber Monday business sale starts now with up to 50% off on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Call 877-ASK-DELL.
Missed Black Friday? Dell's Cyber Monday event starts now with deals on powerful business tech. The savings start now with up to 50% off on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Cyber Monday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
So I switched to Boost Mobile and got this free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone.
Why do you think they call it the Galaxy?
Maybe because the Samsung Galaxy A23 has a huge screen, and galaxies are huge gravitationally bound systems of stars rotating around a supermassive black hole.
And the phone is free?
When you switch to Boost Mobile.
Cool. You lost me at gravitationally bound.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power. Time offer while supplies last. New customers only. Excludes tax. One device offer per line. Only available on certain networks. 5G not available everywhere. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
The 2022 North Atlantic hurricane season officially ends today.
There were 14 named tropical weather systems this year, with 8 of them growing into hurricanes. Ian pounded southwest Florida, killing 146 people in the state and causing incredible damage.
I'm shocked.
This place looks like it's been bombed out.
Everybody on this island at this moment is homeless.
Hurricane Fiona became the strongest storm to ever hit Canada. Hurricane Nicole caused damage and flooding in Georgia and the Carolinas. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
First it was McDonald's, now Krispy Kreme.
Smelling so fresh, so tempting.
The North Carolina-based donut chain has been replaced in Russia by a local knockoff, Crunchy Cream. That's Crunchy with a K, serves its own version of famed glazed donuts. Krispy Kreme shut down 30 stores in Russia over the summer. McDonald's ended operations there in June. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit Optima Tax.
It's 4th and long. The Titans are going to need a miracle to win this game. The quarterback is calling an audible at the line.
800, 4,600. 800, 4,600.
The pass is up. Touchdown, Titans! It always pays to make the right call. If you've been injured in a car wreck, make the right call. Hughes and Coleman. 800-800-4600. Call today for a free case evaluation. Hughes and Coleman, the official injury lawyers of the Tennessee Titans.
Principal Office, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Hughes & Coleman is proud to be the official injury lawyers of the Tennessee Titans. To celebrate, Hughes & Coleman is giving away 2 free club-level tickets to every Titans home game and suite tickets to select Titans games. All you have to do is go to titans.hughesandcoleman.com, titans.hughesandcoleman.com, and register for your chance to win. Valid for residents 18 years or older in Tennessee and Kentucky. See titans.hughesandcoleman.com for official rules. Principal Office, Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The reasons to treat yourself to a frozen drink from McDonald's go on and on and on. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
These new frozen carbonated beverage flavors like Coke, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or Fanta Wild Cherry just hit all the refreshing spots. Give the small size a try for $1.59. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Well, it's Wednesday morning, and good morning to you. James Coates back in the saddle, 6:07, and breezy outside this morning. We'll update you on that weather forecast. We did get quite a bit of rain overnight and thunderstorms in the area and even tornadoes in certain parts of our country. So we'll update you on that coming up. Weather, like I said, coming up. Birthdays, that's what I mean. Birthdays and anniversaries. First things first today on this 30th day of November. Here we are looking at December right in the eyes. So hard to believe, isn't it? All right, on our birthday list today, we have Hope Allison Deckard. Happy birthday to you. Also, Bobby Stone. We read Randy Richardson celebrates today. Johnny Kinslow. Aubrey Walker is 7 today on this Wednesday. Todd Garner, 57. We have Carol Beecham, happy birthday. Jana Howard is 24. Man, we have several this morning to open up. We have Darlene Lockett, and we have Mason Kidwell, big 9 today, happy birthday. Tammy Williams is 39, and Colby Brewster is a big 16 today. Sweet 16 to Colby Brewster. No anniversary so far, but if you have one or maybe a birthday today or in the near future, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Get those into us because a little later on this morning, we're going to be drawing for a wonderful Dairy Queen cake from our friends at Dairy Queen. Also a beautiful rose and vase. The Greer's Rosebud Vase. We'll be giving that away too. Based on our birthday list, we're going to do a drawing, and we'll be announcing those winners a little later on. Again, 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Another great way for you, of course, the website. We have 2. RadioSoki.com, click and submit right there, and WCLUradio.com, you can click and submit right there, and you can nominate Good as Gold folks as well. Now, we can't guarantee that the day you request is available, but we'll check and see, and we'll get as close as we can if we can't get that specific day. Again, WCLUradio.com or RadioSoki.com. All right, it's 6:10 on this Wednesday morning. Like I said, breezy. You may want to grab your umbrella, your hairspray, and a jacket this morning. Becoming sunny and breezy on this Wednesday. We'll top out today in a high of 43 Glasgow with wind gusts near 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a clear sky down to 24. Mostly sunny, a high of only 45 tomorrow, Thursday. Thursday night, partly cloudy, 31. We'll have a couple of showers on Friday, 20%. A partly sunny day, high of 56. And looking ahead to Saturday, showers before noon, 60% chance of mostly cloudy day with a high near 60. And that's a look at your Glasgow area weather. All right, currently we have 81% humidity here in town. We have pressure 30.04. Winds are kicking up. They're at 19 right now. Precipitation, 95 hundredths of an inch, almost a full inch of rain since midnight or so, or in the last 24, should I say. Visibility is really good this morning, but be careful out there. Sunrise headed your way at 6:37, and sunset tonight 4:27 p.m. We're at 39 degrees now. Coming up, Brennan Crane's in the newsroom. He'll bring us part one of local news, and also after news, we'll get into our local obituaries. And a little later on in the hour, we have archives with Sam Terry. So stay with us here on this Wednesday on Good Morning Live.
Injuries and illnesses that require immediate attention can happen anytime, any day of the week. That's why TJ Urgent Care is open daily, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Their team of doctors and nurse practitioners are highly trained in caring for your family's urgent health care needs. With on-site lab, radiology, and pharmacy, TJ Urgent Care provides the ultimate convenience. No appointment is needed, and TJ Urgent Care is open 7 days a week. TJ Urgent Care, located at the TJ Health Pavilion in Glasgow. TJ Urgent Care, total local care.
U.S. Bank is a strong bank that offers many services to all types of customers. But our real strength is in our people, like our community president, Irvin Sorrell. Irvin is also a hands-on branch manager for the South Green Street and Wall Street locations. He's there to answer questions, to help you establish a banking relationship with the services you need. You'll find Irvin easy to talk to and very helpful in helping you with your banking needs and challenges. Reach out to Irvin at 270-659-3201. U.S. Bank. Our people make us a great bank for you. U.S. Bank is a strong bank that offers many services to all types of customers. Member FDIC.
Good morning. Wednesday, November 30th, 6:12 is your time, 39 degrees as we're coming on the air from downtown Glasgow. Good morning and welcome into the 6 o'clock morning edition. I'm Brennan Crane joining you as normal. Now, we are looking outside this morning to a very, very partly cloudy sky out there, and the sun is trying to peek through. Hopefully, we'll get some sun coming through today after a much cloudier day yesterday and yesterday evening. All of the rain we had and plenty of that wind is still sticking around this morning. If you're looking outside this morning, you'll see those clouds. Look like the chance of showers has tapered off for now. We will have a chance of that again still, though, this week, and maybe even as we move toward as soon as tomorrow. Keep that in mind as we move forward. Gusty winds going to be a part of the forecast today, and by this evening we'll be clearing out with a low of 23. Yeah, getting pretty cool again. We'll touch base on that more extensive weather forecast with James a little later on. In news this hour, a chemical leak was reported yesterday along Prestwick Drive here in Glasgow. Glasgow Fire Department responded to that early Tuesday morning. Now, the chlorine leak happened at NEMAC, which is a factory there, around 2:30 a.m. That's according to when the fire department responded. Now, according to a statement later released by the company, that chemical leak actually started around 2 in the morning Tuesday. Fire units, they responded with a hazmat team. They later discovered a leak from a chlorine tank within the factory. Once a crew entered the chlorine room, they were met with chlorine vapors and liquid, according to a news release. Firefighters, they attempted to shut off the tank, but were met with resistance from a combination of vapor and liquid. The tank, it was also frozen, which complicated the matter. Now, the fire crew, they entered the room a third time and secured a bracket, they say, and tank connection. Glasgow Fire Chief William Rock writing that the leak was stopped, and the room, it was secured at a later time. The ventilation system, it was in operation, but high levels of chlorine were still present inside that plant. Other doors and vents that were opened to ventilate the structure. Now, Glasgow Fire, they did return care of that facility back to the plant manager, and fire officials said they would be monitoring that and reporting any findings throughout the day. Now, we understand from a statement from NEMAC that all personnel that were there at that location along Prestwick Drive, they were evacuated and local emergency services were notified. One employee came in contact with the chlorine but was later released from the hospital after an evaluation. The company said in a statement that that employee has been released in stable condition, and all other employees at the factory were released to go home. We understand that yesterday they were doing safety checks and air quality tests with those areas, or rather with that site, before those employees were allowed to return. Quote, "Our first priority is the safety of our employees and the surrounding community," unquote. A man died in Metcalfe County Saturday after his vehicle crashed along Highway 90. Kentucky State Police troopers from Post 15 in Columbia responded to the single vehicle crash around 11:30 in the morning. A vehicle that was at rest in a private drive. Police said a preliminary investigation revealed that 38-year-old Wilmer Alonzo Canales of Summershade was driving eastbound along the highway in a Chevrolet S10 truck. He lost control of the truck at some point, struck an earth embankment, and went airborne. According to a news release, the truck, it came to rest in a private drive. Canales, he was pronounced dead at the scene by the Metcalfe County Coroner's Office. That crash remains under investigation. And here in Glasgow, police say they arrested a man last week after they allege he broke into several vehicles near Bush's Saloon. Officers responded in reference to a complaint about gunshots in the area of Bush's Saloon and Columbia Avenue. They arrived to find a man in the parking lot. Now, 26-year-old Andres Perez of Glasgow appeared to be under the influence and had slurred speech, had an alcoholic beverage odor coming from his person, and was unable to keep his balance. Officers, they also located a handgun in his waistband. He was confirmed to be a convicted felon. Perez was later discovered on video footage and had broken into several vehicles, according to allegations in a news release from police. He was arrested. He's charged with alcoholic intoxication in a public place, first and second offense, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, and theft by unlawful taking or disposition contents from a vehicle. Officer Jordan Saltzman made that arrest. Well, the time 6:17, 39 degrees. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming Glasgow Christmas Parade. Yes, that's this weekend. Lots of folks are asking about it. We're going to give you a little bit of a teaser, if you will, talking a little bit about the traffic impacts, what time that parade begins, and then we'll dive back into that at the end of the week so that it's fresh on your mind going into the weekend. Stick around.
Have you heard about the new online home for the Glasgow EPB? Well, it isn't just a new-looking website. It's a whole new way to manage your Glasgow EPB services. At the all-new GlasgowEPB.com, you can take care of paying your bill online like always, but you can also request or transfer your Glasgow EPB services, access customer support guides, easily sign up for GEPB alerts, and learn about all available products and programs. So check it out today, GlasgowEPB.com.
Where do you get your local news? For over 30 years, WCLU has been a Glasgow area news leader. WCLU brings you local news 7 days a week at 6, 7, and 8 every morning, and at 12 noon and 5 p.m. And WCLUradio.com is loaded with area news, obituaries, and the community events information you need. We've seen our online audience skyrocket. Join your neighbors for the daily news here at WCLU and online at WCLUradio.com.
Welcome back to WCLU News here on this Wednesday, November 30th, 6:19 now, 39 degrees. Almost said 29. Don't want to get too cooler this morning. 39 is a little bit where we want to stay, I guess. 39 degrees this morning, and we are going in the positive direction, but not by far today. A high only looking at about 43 degrees. Yes, it's going to be quite chilly today. Wind gusts are going to stick around as well, so we imagine that that will make it feel a little bit cooler out there. Mostly clear by this evening, a low of 23 degrees. And looking ahead toward the end of the week, looks like chance of showers again on Saturday, amping up. In fact, when we looked a couple days ago at the start of the week, that chance of showers on Saturday was lingering between 30 and 40%. Now it's moved up to 60%. We'll continue to follow that. Well, happening Saturday here in the community, it's the Glasgow Christmas Parade. This is going to be the annual event that is held this time of the year, the first Saturday in December exactly. And they're going to be going exactly the same route that they've been going for a number of years, starting at Glasgow High School, down Columbia Avenue, around the public square, and then finalizing there around Save-A-Lot along South Green Street. That's going to create a traffic impact for much of the city. If you're traveling along Columbia Avenue or Highway 68, if you're coming from Edmonton into Glasgow there at the intersection with the Veterans Outer Loop, they're going to close from that intersection all the way forward as far as you could go, and that's going to begin around 5 p.m. and we understand it'll be closed through 9 p.m. That's the expectation. So for 4 hours on Saturday, you can expect to not be able to access Columbia Avenue by car because of the fact that they will be doing the Christmas parade there. So keep that in mind. And this year's theme, as we want to mention to you again, it is going to be a Hawaiian theme. It's going to be an exciting time here for the Glasgow Christmas Parade. Bodie Janes, the barefoot farmer of Finney Holler, will be headlining the parade as the Grand Marshal. We'll touch base on that a little later on in the week as we trek closer to time. Again, Saturday, December 3rd, will be the Glasgow Christmas Parade, kicking off at 6 p.m. November, it's National Diabetes Awareness Month, and we have one more day left here, so let's get this in. Health experts believe Tennesseans can reverse prediabetes and prevent the onset of type 2 diabetes. Also goes for Kentuckians as well. Danielle Smith has the details.
At the Tennessee Department of Health, Dr. Toby Amuson, Assistant Commissioner of Family Health and Wellness, says in prediabetes, a person's blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but haven't spiked high enough to be diagnosed as type 2 diabetes. She says they often show no symptoms.
Prediabetes level is considered when you have a hemoglobin A1C level of between 5.7% and 6.4%. If you're 5.6% and less, you're in the normal range. 6.5% higher, you're in the diabetes range.
About 730,000 Tennesseans have been diagnosed with diabetes. That's 13.6% of the adult population in the state. Amuson emphasizes that if left untreated, the condition becomes more serious over time, causing such health problems as heart disease, stroke, nervous damage, vision problems, and kidney disease.
And if you're looking to give back this holiday season, we've been going through several ways you can do that. Several places you can drop off toys here locally. The Glasgow Police Department, in conjunction with the Glasgow Fire Department, those are a few of the entities here that are collecting toys. You can go drop those off at their station, and they're going to be collecting those. We